My name is James Stevens. I'm the founder and CEO of Krown Technologies and the Krown Network, and I am happy to be with you guys tonight on our next KrownMEET. And I do have most of the team here with me tonight. And as always, I am just honored to be with you guys. So I'm going to break it down for you as to who we have here with us tonight. And starting off, we have our CTO and our CISO, Gareth Slavin. And we have our Chief Marketing Officer, Peter Biggs. Our Chief Investment Officer, Sergio Santoianni. Got it. Our quantum blockchain lead, Rami Das.
Hey, everyone.
And then also our business development manager and listing manager, Jerry Legase.
Good evening, everybody.
And then also we're going to have Dr. Bolito from Quantum Emotion in tonight, but he could not make it. So I will be speaking about a couple of those products that we have with our strategic partnership with them moving forward. And then also Brian Esposito from Esposito Intellectual Enterprises, the CEO there. He may not be able to make it in tonight as he's at the Consensus conference. So we wish him well there, but I will talk about that partnership also. All right, guys, so moving forward, if this is your first KrownMEET, how we do it is I kind of have an opening statement, then I'll introduce everybody like I just did. Then we move down to more announcements, and then we move into the presentation modes where each head will give a presentation within their department and tell you guys about the updates or demos or whatever they may have for you for this KrownMEET. So moving forward, let me go ahead and let you guys know, I had mentioned it a while ago, we did issue the press release for the strategic partnership between Krown Technologies and EIE, or Esposito Intellectual Enterprises. And a lot of you have DM'd me and asked me, well, what does that mean? And I've seen this guy before. So what does that mean for Krown? What does it mean for me? But what it means for you and Krown is that opens Krown to over 120 entities and 200 joint ventures worth of business dealings, pipelines for work for the Krown agency, and much, much more. Tokenization is part of that deal. So there will be plenty of announcements and press releases moving forward. EIE is a public company, so when you're dealing with public companies, especially in partnerships like this, you have to be really careful about how you move forward, and we're certainly doing that. But I'm going to be excited to make some announcements regarding EIE and Krown. Also, for those of you who have not heard, Brian Esposito has also agreed to join the board at Krown Technologies, so that's a huge add for us. We're definitely going to lean on his experience, so I'm happy about that too. Also, for those of you, you've been blowing up my DMs about the Bitcoin conference in Las Vegas. Who's going? Are we going to send pictures and videos? Yes, we're going to do all of that. I'm going to hand it off briefly, real quick, to Sergio about the Bitcoin conference. Sergio?
Yep. So, yeah, we're going to be going to the Las Vegas Bitcoin 2025 conference at the Venetian from May 27th to 29th, but we're going to be there all week. It's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know exactly who's coming, James.
Yeah, so Peter, I think Peter's coming, right? Peter, you're going to be there? Awesome.
Yep, a little stop off in Utah on the way.
I know Gareth.
Yes, you are. So Peter's coming across the pond, if you will. He's going to fly in and come see us, the cousins over here in the U.S. Gareth's going to be there. Sergio will be there. And a few of our members will be there as well. Myself will be there. Kelly will be there. I was hoping Jerry could come, but I don't think Jerry's going to be able to make it. And but there will be several Krown members there. So we'll definitely get pictures and videos and keep you guys updated. I'll do some lives as well. And we'll make some announcements when we're there. And who knows what happens, man. There's a lot of business, a lot of partnerships, a lot of transactions that happen at the Bitcoin conference. It's a huge deal. Krown is strategically positioned to be one of the front runners whenever we talk about blockchain or we talk about the emerging threats or emerging technologies. Krown is going to be something that people raise an eyebrow at. And it's literally happened to us at the last conference when we were talking with the AWS guys. Gareth, you were there. As they talked about, everyone tries to pitch us and everything. And then we started talking about Krown and it got really interesting. So I'm really excited for that. So, all right.
Sorry, I just want to mention, since we're on the topic of conferences and stuff. So I went to the Blockchain North Web3 pitch. It was a bit of a dud situation. I prepared all week. Flo, if he's watching, I don't know if you see this. It was a book of notes. We went down to present with Pat, our director of corporate relations, And there was a bit of a mix-up with the registration process. A number of people couldn't present that night, or that day. Flo said that he'll make it up to us with a video interview. So we're going to be working on an exclusive piece for Krown that he's going to put to market. And I also applied for the Y Combinator 2025 summer batch funding cycle. The original deadline was February 11th. The extended deadline was May 13th. So we just made it. And the decision will be made on June 11th. So we should be hearing something from them shortly. Who knows? They might be watching this as well. So
Awesome. Thank you, Serge. Appreciate it. All right, guys, let's get to the presentation and update section. I'm going to start with Jerry Legaze, our listings and development manager. So Jerry, if you would, I know you want to give us an update on the developments and kind of how our trajectory has changed a little bit with moving forward. Instead of launching on the Ethereum network, we're actually going to be launching the native token on our own blockchain. And if you can explain what that means and for us moving forward.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, James. So, things change a little bit with it. Our strategy obviously comes a little bit differently. As you guys, kind of all been aware, we've had talks with, listing on MEXC to begin with on launch, right? So that was based on our ERC20 token. Typically MXC it's a pretty large exchange, but it's one of the easier ones to get onto with ERCs, right? So it's when you start going with the much larger exchanges, there's kind of like a roadmap where you start at a certain level and then go up and stepping stones onto bigger exchanges. So the strategy changes a little bit. Now that we're changing the direction with skipping from the ERC20 and going directly to the Krown chain, it makes it a little bit easier for us actually to obtain better status at these larger exchanges. So in that sense, our strategy is changing a little bit to where we'll be reaching out to some of the bigger ones to begin with and utilizing our current community and everything like that, and our current size of raise that we've been doing. We have a large community base, so the larger exchanges are more interested in that, and they're more interested in the larger projects that are going directly to their own chain. So it's going to open up a lot of windows for us now that we actually are changing the trajectory a little bit there. So that's going to be, good things for Krown, good things for the community members that are, already on the ground floor with us as investors. It really kind of opens up, a whole new pathway for us. Also with that as well, with working with these exchanges, these larger exchanges, they kind of have like their base, I would say their own KOLs and stuff like that they use to, push users to the exchange. So when we start getting more connections with these larger exchanges, we start opening up the doors for more KOLs that want to work with us as well. So, that's going to be something that gets mixed into the strategy. I'll, be talking with Peter, who's, working on the marketing side of things, and we'll start to intertwine some of that together and really start being able to push Krown out into different regions now that we're going with different exchanges. So that's not saying that we're not listing with MEXC. Obviously that may change, but we're going after the bigger ones as well, and not just depending on something like MEXC is more in like the top 10, but having the ability to go on our own chain puts us more into like that top 5 rather than just dealing with top 10. So it really opens up a lot of new possibilities there for us, so it's really good.
Yeah, it's a lot better to if you've got your own blockchain, it's kind of a whole different story as opposed to these projects or these tokens that come out or meme coins. It's quite a different, they take you a lot more seriously if you're presenting the way Krown does. So it's good for us, definitely. Thank you, Jerry.
Absolutely, no problem.
And we hope you get to feeling better, man. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, guys. I thought I may have Brian Esposito on, the head of EIE, who's our strategic partners now, but he is in consensus right now in Toronto. So good luck to him. But moving on, we're going to have our CTO and our CISO, Garrett Slavin, speak a little bit about the issues that we've dealt with and how we're moving forward, and also some updates. Gareth?
Yeah, so I think the main thing is just to discuss what's been happening over the last 24 hours, I guess. Basically, what happened is that we did an update where we moved away from using the RPC and the blockchain to count up the balances and the data that we were getting from there. And as part of that, we put it into another database, but as part of that, some of the data was inconsistent and not being read off some of the tables. So none of the coins were missing or anything like that. It was just that the queries that were being run weren't getting all the data. So we've gone ahead and done a fix to that. I think everybody's seeing their balances correctly and everything's starting to sort of come right. Nothing really happened to the coins or any of the actual crypto behind it. It was more just the way that the software was reading the data. We have put in some extra oversight now, and we're busy we've done some auditing, but we are still doing a lot more auditing in the background just to make sure everything's running smoothly. But in essence, the problem is solved, and it was just a temporary issue because of a changeover we did. Unfortunately, we are in IT, and that does happen. We have got fail safes in the background to make sure no data is lost or anything. But in this case, it was just a very small glitch, which did look pretty scary on the front end, but it wasn't really anything actually going on with the coin. So that issue is resolved. As you all know, the website is being launched. I'm sure Peter and James will be presenting that. That was quite a big push for us, especially because there was a very specially written CMS in the background to manage the pages and all that, not just the design. And I think from Peter's point of view, he's got a lot more freedom to do what he needs to do and run things. We've also gone and done some updates on the Krown Hub with the reward system, the ranking system, and the leaderboards. That's all been implemented. Also, what you'll notice is that now with the new website, the login is a lot smoother. And when you log in, once you've logged in once with your wallet, it doesn't request it again. Whereas on the old website, it was doing that on some cases. The other thing is that you'll notice everything loads a lot quicker and is a lot more functional in terms of getting around. So, it's gone from, say, I think we were at like 46 seconds at one stage, James, to now being 1 to 2 seconds of everything sort of happening. And it's more secure because of the login and not just having to log into your wallet. And over time, it'll become faster and faster in terms of integration and how we do that. We're also in the process of making sure that all the new sort of updates to the website are being tested and run in production, so everyone can just give us their feedback. That'll be great. We've got a whole bunch of things coming down the pipeline. I think we'll also update, now that we've got the new website, we can update the dev logs and keep you guys in touch with that. Also, on a security and AWS point of view, we've done some more audits on our side. Everything's looking pretty good in terms of our serverless environment. We have been running on that serverless environment now for 2 months. It's a lot more stable than the monolithic one. We're currently looking at things like separating certain databases out. That's part of the roadmap, because initially we had to use it the way it was delivered to us. But now that we've got the new Krown Hub and some of the new tech in place, we can go ahead and start to grow that serverless environment into something more flexible and more sort of less monolithic and more able to be separated into pieces and microservices. So that's sort of the broad sort of updates. I think, James, I don't know if you want to talk about the website next, or if you've got another.
Yeah, and also for those of you that may still have questions about your balance, or if you have questions about the Krown Hub, as you guys know, at the end of the KrownMEET, we do an AMA, so a Q&A session, and you guys can ask away your questions, and then we can help answer those. If you are still having an issue, though, with your balance, I would encourage you to clear your cache, start your browser over or whatever, and restart that. If you still see a difference, go ahead and create a ticket and or let Iffy know in the Telegram group, and we'll get on that ASAP.
Yeah, and we've got a team of people that are on top of this, waiting to fix things if there's anything new or that we haven't seen already.
Yeah. All right, great. Thank you so much, Gareth. I appreciate it, man.
No problem.
All right, next we have our CMO, Peter Biggs, and he's going to be presenting about our marketing plan. And I know he's super excited about this because this time he actually gets to show something more. So, Peter, take it away.
Will do. Can you see my screen all right there?
Good to go.
Fantastic. Yes. So, yes, today I really am excited. There's a lot of milestones to share with you guys now. After a lot of setup work, configuration, lots of compliance. We can now, for the first time, collect, clean, and ETL the Krown user data, engagement data. What that means is we can get it into analysis pipelines for the first time and produce visualizations like this to understand, where are the users based, what are their usage patterns, time on site, how many pages deep do they go on the site. So really, for the first time properly now, we can slice and dice that any way we need to, and then present it back to internal teams, external stakeholders with tiered access controls. So it's a real leap forward in us being able to understand the user's needs, anticipate what they're going to want from the platform, and meet that need. So here's another example, of one of the many analysis tools that the Krown team now have at their disposal to quantify the impact of product decisions, of marketing decisions, and operational activity, build a picture of the ROI from all those decisions that are being made. Obviously, we've got to redact the juicy bits on this screen as it's commercially sensitive, but you can begin to understand that we're really placing an emphasis on watching the numbers at the requisite level of detail, not overkill, not going, analysis paralysis or going too far into it, but just not too vague either, just at the right level of detail so that we can all get around it and route our decision-making process about everything from features to investments, route that all in data to avoid waste and get the best possible ROI from our decisions. So, many a company over the years have disappeared overnight in a flash of misspent marketing cash that couldn't be attributed properly, couldn't be tied back to anything other than a fancy presentation from a TV agency or something, and a desire for instant fame. So, we're routing all these decisions in real data that's been verified, cross-checked, and it's pulled in by a Google Search Console, Google Analytics 4, through a Google Tag Manager container, if you're into the technical stuff. So that's a big part of it. Another big part of it, there's various cuts of the data we could get into and share, but I'm sure you get the idea that we're able to look across everything from devices to time on sites to individual promotional activities, etc., placements, sponsorships, etc. But the part of the website I'm most excited about, and James will be doing a good run through later in this session, will be the fact that we've got a content management system that's really future facing. So one of the biggest jobs that marketing have in hand is communicating the big opportunity here, and that's the opportunity to transform industries through tokenization, fractional ownership. It's a huge sea change in the way people will be able to participate in this revolution. So
if I could
sorry,
interrupt.
James, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, if I can interrupt you real quick. Guys, if you have your camera on, if you could please turn your cameras off, if you would, please. Thank you so much. All right, Peter, go ahead.
Oh, good, no worries. I think if we can help our future investors and members to shake up their worldview a bit and realize that they can personally take a stake in the future of RWAs, prop tech, investing in businesses, commodities, even economies, like that's a proposition we need to articulate clearly in a lot of different ways to a lot of different audiences to meet them where they are and help them see how it can make a meaningful change in their life, their work, solve their problems, help them secure their future, etc. So, how can they leverage their assets, no matter what starting point they're at, in the service of their future goals? And I think that's where a CMS for Krown is really useful, because it lets us quickly create and test different differentiated propositions, different ways of explaining this sort of sea change in the way people can transact online, in language, well, literally languages, but also figuratively languages they can understand and relate to, so they can understand what Krown's real proposition means to them. So the CMS has been painstakingly defined and specified. It's a bit small here. This is a 50,000 foot view, but it gives you a feel for how many pages, how many combinations, layouts, modules, elements are all involved. And Gareth's team have worked very long and hard to make that a reality. So I don't want to labour the point, because I know James has got to get through a lot this evening, but it's not just for our human users, but it's also piping out the same information in a a really structured way with XML sitemaps, with metadata, getting it out to search engines, getting it out to AI agents, getting it out to AI platforms so they can index it, refine it, do what they do with it, and incorporate it into the organic search results, into the generative search results, into, you know, you're asking Copilot, what should I do? Suddenly, you know, the Krown network is part of that conversation in a very real way. So that's, you know, some of the benefits of doing that hard work on the CMS. We've also been working on what we call the content cascade, where all the insights, the product development updates, the partnerships that get announced at these KrownMEETs get rolled out at various levels of automation into our social media channels, of which are number 11, I think now. So no small job, editing video, extracting the key insights, features, updates, making sure we get them in front of our audiences on the platforms where they congregate. So that's a big piece of the puzzle as well, and you'll start to see that rolling out more and more. Obviously, that allows us to, you know, quickly capture and understand and quantify the impact of things like, you know, the announcement in media about the IE and Krown Technologies partnerships. More on that later. And so, yeah, really what we try to do with the website is create that Web3 enabled, social media enabled communications platform that really just helps us get our message out to as many people as possible in the language they can relate to. So, for example, and James will be, you know, demonstrating the website a little bit later, but it's a live document. It's a sequence of rolling updates. It's never going to be the same twice. It's going to be constantly refined and improved. And one of the key areas we'll be improving it will be CRO, which is conversion rate optimization, learning how people are interacting not only with the Krown network, but also, you know, all the other microservices within it, and you know, how to optimize those on the web platform. We also have implemented open graph data, which facilitates social sharing. We've also implemented features like dynamic sitemaps so that Google, Bing, etc. are updated in real time whenever we make a change or a new announcement to the website that gets fed out. And also we're building referral pathways, which makes it, you know, easier for new and existing partners to refer new members into the ecosystem with, you know, as little friction as possible. So, you know, a huge amount of work, and we've really got a fantastic website now that allows us to do all that. The final update really is just to say we've, you know, installed and tested that quite robust user analytics data collection layer on the site, which, you know, is again really, really helpful. And we've also just finished this week the first Krown email newsletter, which will dynamically incorporate all the announcements and pipe those out to our email segmented lists of users and prospects. So very exciting set of developments and a really robust web presence now that Krown can be very proud of. So thanks, James. That's my roundup.
Yeah, Peter, thank you. I'm actually, if you want to join me on this presentation on the website, like
Yeah,
Peter
sure.
said, the nice thing about this website is that it is live and that it's always changing, which means and the reason why it's changing is it's always learning and it's always taking in all the information it can, whether it's analytical information, it shoots that back to us and we can process that and disseminate it and look at it and really refine our ads and our targeting so that we can really lower our ROAS, or ROAS, return on ad spend. It helps us out in so many ways to have that CMS in the background. And then also with regard to its interactiveness, you know, we have the dev releases that come out, the blogs, everything that has to do with Krown is constantly being updated, and it's taking it in, it's seeing where you guys are going, how long you're there, what do you like the most, what are the heat spots. It does all of that, and by doing that, it feeds our back end or our marketing side, so that our analytical side, so that we can really look at that and we can help Krown be more efficient. So I'm really excited about this website, and I'm going to go ahead and present it now for you guys. Peter, you can hang with me here, bud.
Drum roll.
Let's do it. All right, let's get to it. Let me know if you can see it. You know what? I will do something. Hold on one second. I'm going to set this up. So, okay. All right, let me know when you guys can see it.
Yep.
All right, very good. All right, guys, so this is the new Krown Network website. Really, it's a beautiful website. It's got a great color scheme. It's very interactive. No matter where you're at, whatever you hover over, everything's going to be changing as well. And there's always a button somewhere, whether it's you want to learn more, you want to log in, or you want to buy Krown. It's all there for you. Right now, we have in the pre-sale section on the homepage. Right now, there's an option you can join the pre-sale group, and when you click on that, it takes you to the Telegram group. You can join there. Also, it shows you the amount that we've raised so far. That's the public raise. You can also connect your wallet if you want to buy Krown, or you know a family member, a friend, a coworker that wants to buy Krown. They can come there and very easily do that. They can create a wallet as well. Moving down, you'll see all of our different partners that slide to the left there, and then underneath that is going to be the latest Krown meeting. So every time you guys are going to be able to see the latest Krown meeting, you can share that. You can get it on YouTube. You can share it here. If you hover over, you can share the link. So that will be there as well. We also tell them what Krown's about. If they want to learn more, they can click there, or they can join the group. Moving down, you have the core attributes. And I love the color scheme as well. It's really beautiful. It's a very smooth look. Here is the media partners. And then we talk here about the ecosystem. We have a few of the products on here. If you want to see all of them, they can click on view all. It's an extremely fast website. So I'm going to tell you right now when I click it. So I'm going to click, and it's already there. And that's how fast the site is. It's so much faster. Along with the Krown Hub, the load times are in like 0.8 seconds. So it's really impressive to see. You can also filter this down by whatever you want to look at: blockchain infrastructure, education and research, GameFi, financial services, whatever it may be. And you can choose one. Like if we want to go 4FSA, that's one of our proprietary products, the 4-factor synchronous authentication. You go to that page, it will show you everything. And as you are scrolling through these pages, and as you guys are clicking on your buttons and whatever it may be, even when, you correct me if I'm wrong, Peter, but even when they stay on a page for so long, we are able to see how long they're on pages. We're able to see bounce rates. We're able to see pretty much any type of analytics we want to see. Is that right?
Yep, scroll depth and a comprehensive set of event tracking is in place. So yeah, and it's only something that will continue to improve.
Wonderful. And then, like I said, so this is the home page, and you have the blog, you have the update on the roadmaps as we move forward, and then of course the social share as well. Moving along, there's the technology and security side. And then Gareth, if you're still with us, if you'd like to come in and then kind of go through this with us, what it means, and
Sure.
yeah, moving forward with that.
So I think the main thing here, and I don't know if you just want to go down a bit, it sort of just deals with the technologies that we have put in place. So the first is obviously AWS, which is our cloud provider. And it sort of talks about what it is that we've done in that area. We use the well-architected framework for security and performance. We also use Fargate, if you go down one more, which is the serverless technology we use. And that sort of allows our environments to run and to function. And then what you'll also see there is we have,
Sorry. Go ahead.
no, it's okay. And then what you'll see there is we also have the items around how we do identity and key management and things like that. Then if you click on the next tab at the top, then, sorry, there's a bit of a echo or something here.
Okay, 1 second here.
Sure.
I'm gonna have to remove. You got it. Okay. You guys will have to make sure you guys mute your mics.
Yeah.
Okay,
If you just go back to the top quickly.
Mhm.
And then you've got Cloudflare. Now, Cloudflare is what protects us from DDoS attacks, from things like people trying to do things with our DNS, messing around with that. It also does automated in threat intelligence. So it basically keeps the front end of the website and the blockchain protected, ensuring that nothing really gets through and can harm the sites or the blockchain or anything that we're working with. And then if you just go to the comprehensives on the right there, and then essentially that's, I don't know why there's no content there, but
This is the one. They're going to update this tomorrow.
okay, cool. But that basically will just deal with how we do security and what the sort of strategy behind it is. And then at the bottom there, you'll see there's the core components. Now, these are more blockchain components really, but you can see there's the proof of concept, the quantum resistant encryption, the smart contract integrity, the 4FA, the multi-signature, and the cold wallet support. So just deals with those elements. Not really on my side of things. I think this is more Rami's side, but it gives you an idea of what we're doing. But what's really great about this is you can actually see the information about what we're doing, how we're doing it, what it is, what it means. And this section will grow over time as we get more and more data into the website, because to date, it hasn't been very easy to do this kind of things, you know.
Definitely. All right, Gareth, thank you so much. All right, guys, and moving on. So this is the top level resources link here, but you have the drop down. So the verification page, on the verification, you can choose any of our social media platforms, and you can type in our username. So let's say it's someone says, well, Krown Network, but they do it with a C. It's going to say a validation error, and the reason why is because it's not correct. But if you do type it in correctly, and you want to know, it will let you know if it's successful, and then you can visit that page. So you can go directly there knowing that that is a bona fide 100% legitimate profile of Krown Network. So I love that page. Also on the dev releases, this will continue to grow. This is going to be, we'll have a dev release maybe twice a week, maybe 3 times a week. It just depends. But when we do have updates, what I'll do is I can push those to Peter, and Peter will be able to put those on through the CMS system, I believe, right?
Yeah, dynamic content, same day.
All right. All right, and then the the FAQ page. If you guys have general questions, products and services, everything is filtered down, so you can just disseminate it easily. Whatever you want, pre-sale investing, staking rewards, everything. So I love the FAQ. We have the blog section as well. It brings up, and then we'll fix these two. There's a few things left to do, but you can choose whatever you want, like the EIE partnership, right? So it talks about the, it puts the entire press release out there, and you guys can read all about that as well. That's blog and articles. And then the About Us section, it really goes through and talks about us, about what our core values are, what makes us unique, our promise to you. So there's a lot there as well. And then the News and Press Kit. And on the News and Press Kit, this is really about what's the latest in the news in the sector, what's going on with Krown. And then there will also be the files for media. They can pull and extract our logos and files like that. Then next you have a top level wiki. So the wiki has been changed. It's been it's really been branded for Krown, but it's also been updated based on the V2 white paper or the Krown paper. And it's full of information for you guys. So you can go through and look through this. I know it's almost 200 pages. I've heard about it from so many people, but I wanted it to be thorough. I think it is, and I think you'll really enjoy the read itself. And then we have a top level as well for those dev releases. We showed you that. And then under Krown Network, our core values and mission, go through that, talk about that. And then the ecosystem. So as we went and talked about earlier, this is all of the different ecosystem products, and each one of these products are going to be basically their own platform. Some of them could be their own company, but all of them work within the realm of the ecosystem, of the Camelot ecosystem that makes up Krown Chain, and it'll all feed back to the chain itself. So if you wanted to know more about, say, the Krown blockchain, you click on Learn More. Like I said, it's super fast, chock full of information for you guys. Everything I wanted to get out to you guys is pretty much on here. The Krown team, we just put in the leadership team here, so you guys have that as well. And then the community and social proof, this goes through, again, it shows all of our social profiles, platforms, recent articles, gives you the option to join the group, buy Krown, and terms of use, notable features, tokenomics, everything is on there as well. You can see all of that too. And then the roadmap. Everything in green on the roadmap has been completed. And then there's a button over here on the right that you can move further. I may make this to where you can actually grab and slide it instead of it highlighting, but you can go through the time and look at the items that have been completed. And that's it. And then we have that. Now, what I want to do, Peter, if you want to say anything about this before I move forward.
Oh, really, just to restate, it's been a huge piece of work from so many of the team members and incorporating a lot of feedback from the community as well. So yeah, huge effort and a great day to launch it today.
For sure. For sure. Thank you. All right, guys, real quick, before we move on, what I'd like to do is I would like to introduce you all to our lead quantum blockchain, our head of blockchain, really. It's a friend of mine, Rami, and he's on with us today. And he's going to kind of update you guys about where we are. I know he's excited about what we've really accomplished so far with the Krown chain, because it's built from scratch, and he'll go into it. But Rami, go ahead, man.
Yeah, how's it going, everyone? Hope everyone's doing good. And thank you, James, for having me on the call today.
Sure.
Yeah, so really some big news. For the first time in, I think, blockchain history, we have cracked the quantum blockchain. So Krown will be officially the first quantum blockchain, and hopefully in the next 6-7 months for an MVP release. So that's very exciting news. It will be a layer 2 blockchain, so you'll still have that speed and the low transaction fees, which is very exciting. Yeah, that's kind of the quick update right there. And we are working on it right now. It is a long process. We are aiming hopefully by end of August or early September for kind of like an MVP release to the public. So yeah, that's really the main news, and it's just a very exciting process, and can't wait to get it launched for the community.
Yeah, man, I'm excited too. I know you are too. I know at some of our private talks, man, you've been it was kind of one of those aha moments whenever you sent over the first file, and you were like, look at this. And I took a look at it, and I was looking at the stack, and and you look at other tech stacks, and it's like, we've seen these for so many years, and then you see our tech stack, and it's like, well, I know that's new, and I know that's new. I know that replaces elliptical curve, and I know, and it's like, it's just
Exactly.
cool because it's like a stack of emerged tech, and I'm really excited about that because it's so quantum resistant and it's bulletproof in so many areas, like everything from transaction signing to validation to transfers or communications, everything in every way that creates a directional, a communication flow. There's something for that, and it's it's layered that way. I mean, purposely it's layered that way. It's like, if you think you're going to get inside one part of it, oh no, I've got PQC for the next 4, 5, 6 parts of it, and they're all different and they serve their different purposes. So I'm really excited about it too.
Exactly, and that's one of the main concerns in the blockchain industry is security. And AI keeps evolving, and now they have the quantum computer. Who knows 10 years from now. So building this technology early on really protects you. And us being the first out of all the other blockchains, it is going to change the game forever.
Yeah, because we didn't build on a legacy. We built, or when I say legacy, we didn't build with legacy tech as far as a legacy stack, older stack, or we built with really higher post-quantum cryptography in mind. Real quick, Rami, when you said MVP, I know some people had some questions on what you mean. It's minimally viable product, and what that is what is that going to encompass for those out there? Tell us all the products you get inside of the MVP.
Yeah, so the MVP is essentially the full blockchain build in a sense. It includes the Krown Explorer, the wallet, and the exchange. Those are the 3 main ecosystem products. So the MVP, minimal viable product, you still get everything, and then after that release, we start enhancing the blockchain even further. The full build essentially is just enhancements, making everything better, and then adding other ecosystem products on top of it as well.
Yeah. So the MVP, just for everybody, the MVP is going to be the blockchain, the native coin, right? Krown coin. It'll be the wallet, the Explorer, and the exchange. I think those are kind of all together. So it's going to be a huge release, man, when it comes. But man, we finally figured it out, and we're making progress on that every day. So I'm really excited about it. Thank you, Rami, so much. I appreciate you. All right, guys. I want to go ahead real quick, and I'm going to also let you guys know that again, the new website is out. We are updating a few items on it, but it is released now. You can go there at Krown.network. And then also the mobile version of that too. I went on it today and it looks fabulous today. So whether you're on your phone, laptop, desktop, whatever, it looks great. So I definitely would let you guys go there and check it out, man. There's a lot of information there. Also, what we're going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and demo the new Krown Hub and how that works. So let me get over here with you guys real quick and I will present for you. And let's go. All right, let me know when you can see it. Good to go. All right, so when you go to the site, if you have not created your account or your login, your username, you will be asked for your email and password. And then also one thing that we're working on is adding a username. And in that username, when you log in, the system will recognize you and the wallets that you have, and it will combine all of those together to give you your status level, to give you your rewards level. And everything will be there for you. You'll see your wallets, what they hold, what your total holdings are, all of that. So real quick, without giving away, I'm gonna log in real quick. And what you'll do is you'll create your account, which is very easy to do, it's very quick. And you'll log in. It will ask you to provide, hold on one second. It'll ask you to connect your wallet. And so you'll click on Connect Wallet. Once you do that, it'll bring up all the different wallets. I just have one here for that reason. And then you'll click on that. I click on Connect Wallet, and you see how fast that loaded? That's ridiculous. It used to take literally 30, 40 seconds to load. It drove me crazy. Now it's like I said, it's a 0.8 to 1 second load time. But this is the Krown Hub. This is your dashboard, and we are always updating it, always making it better, faster, whatever it needs, we fix. So starting with this, you up here in this area, you're going to see, and this is something we'll fix right here, which says next batch. And Gareth, you may make a note about that. Is it tells you your current rank, and then it tells you how far, right here, it tells you how much more you have to spend to level up, and it'll tell you what the next rank is. It also gives you here your total Krown balance, your Krown worth at launch, how many Krown you have for referral earnings. By the way, those are all automated now, and I'll go through one of the buys for referrals and bonuses and things like that. And you have your leaderboard here, shows you where you are, what your number is, your last transactions. Many of you know about this. Your referrals as well. You have your QR code. You can download the QR code also. Your referral earnings. And right here, you can click invite your friends and community. Also, this is the link as well that you can click. And then all of the social media sites that you can go to. And then over here on the left is the reward section, whether it's bronze, tells you how many QR scans you have to have, or how much in dollars worth of tokens you have to have been referred to. And it goes all the way up to platinum. And you're going to see, I'm going to be releasing real soon on these levels, on these reward levels, what you get in rewards for doing those scans or those types of referrals. And then over here in the buy section, you can see we have the ETH, we have the USDT, the BNB, and then debit or credit card as well. And one thing that's really nice too is we used to have, there used to be a big pause between the ETH, USDT, and the BNB chains. Now it's almost instant. Literally the moment that you click it, it switches over and it's ready to go. So, and then you have the ROI calculator. This tells you exactly how much you're going to have if the price is whatever it may be. You have the full leaderboard, as well as all of your transactions, and then also your profile. This is just a sample wallet, but that's your profile. And then also you have a notifications section on this as well. Give you all different types of notifications as we move forward. But I wanted to show you guys this. And then down at the bottom, you're going to have your Camelot ecosystem that's going to take you to all of the different platforms that you're going to get to enjoy. And one of the things that I wanted to make sure of that really kind of incentivize people to hold and to keep the floor and the price for Krown up is that in order to access some of these platforms, you have to hold a certain amount of Krown in your wallet. And then it unlocks these certain platforms. Like some of these are very expensive to actually, to make and to produce. So So we want to see the commitment on your side in order to get a lot of the products here that we've built for you guys. So we think it's kind of a win-win situation on that. But anyways, that's the Krown Hub there. And I wanted to just kind of go through that with you guys real quick. I'm going to do something to show you. This is a sample, but let's say you're buying with Ethereum and you want to purchase, or let's do BNB, and you want to purchase amount of BNB, and you want to say purchase 0.1 BNB, and you want to go through and you say, well, I have a referral code, and you can enter your referral code, or you can enter a promo code, whatever it may be. And now what I can do is I have a administrative dashboard in the back, and I can make a promo code or a bonus code for you guys. Those come out very far between, but when they do come out, you can enter that in, and it will give you the bonus coins instantly. There's no more waiting like we used to have to wait, and wait till launch and this and that. Now it's automatically, it's in there no matter what. So the moment you do it, and then you'll click with buy with BNB. It'll bring it up, and you'll confirm the transaction. I'll confirm, close the extension, and then boom, just like that, it's done. Super fast. And it will automatically, you will see inside, many of you probably got your notice just now that there was a buy alert inside the Telegram group. That's me, and that's how quick it is now. Everything's tied together. There was a lot of issues that were fixed in this last release this morning, and then there's going to be more too. I think by the Gareth, are you still with us? Okay, I think Gareth may have left. But by the 19th,
Yeah, sorry, I just couldn't press that button. Yeah,
you're good. I think there's a list of goals that we have for release, right?
yes,
And those are due by the 19th, if I remember correctly, for dev.
yes.
So that's this coming Monday, and there's a ton
Yeah.
of items. Let me look and see. But do you have that list with
I
you?
think it's on the 22nd that it goes to production, if that is right, on the 19th.
Yes, I'm sorry. Next Thursday, the 22nd.
Yes, yeah. So as long as the testing on dev, because we're being a bit stricter about releasing new things, the 19th is the date we give it to you guys to test, and then everyone's happy, we release it on the date that we said, which is the 22nd.
Yep. All right. Awesome. Yeah. So guys, it's all tied in together, and there's a lot of updates that are happening, and these fixes are coming in fast now because we're able to really identify where they are and what's happening. Because before, inherently you're going to have issues and bugs and things like this, especially when you take over old code or muddy code and you're trying to make it more efficient and you're trying to centralize things and make it more secure. You're going to run into these issues. We're not immune to that, and I don't think anyone is. So anyway, I'm really happy to show this to you guys. So let me get off of this for a second, and then I'll share something else. All right. Okay. Next thing I wanted to show you guys is there is a new product out, and you may have, I don't know if you've seen it or not, but there's a new product with our partners at Quantum Emotion. We are going to be releasing, and I don't know if I've even told you guys this or not, but this is a world's first, is we're releasing the first quantum hot wallet. And what does that mean? So last time we introduced Excalibur to you guys. That is the quantum encrypted cold wallet, quantum resistant cold wallet, right? But now we have one that's even more, I think, just as impressive, if not more, and that is Castle, and it's spelt with a Q, so it's Qastle, Castle, and it is a proprietary product that Quantum Emotion and Krown Technologies are working on jointly together, and it's going to be a quantum resistant hot wallet. So just like MetaMask or Trust Wallet or whatever you may have out there now, it'll be obsolete when Castle launches, because it will be virtually, and I never say unbreakable, unhackable, because you never know what the future holds in many years from now, but it will be I can say probably the safest hot wallet in the world upon its release. So we're really excited to introduce that, and it is on the site. If you go to the site and you go down to the ecosystem, it will show you everything there. So read about Castle. It's an amazing product, and we'll be putting more out on it as well. So, but anyway, read about it when you get time, guys. Okay, and then also I wanted to give you an update on Excalibur, the cold wallet I was just talking about. That is in the prototyping phase. So with regard to that, I mean, we're really excited about it. I showed it to you guys last KrownMEET, I believe it was, and it's a beautiful product. It's going to take a little time to make, And also we're trying to parallel that development stream with Castle, because Castle's just as important as Excalibur is. So, all right. So we're going to move on to the updates real quick, guys. I want to go over the Krown paper. I did post the new Krown paper, the V2 version. It's out. The wiki is based completely on that. And then I believe tomorrow, Iffy said that we're going to have the a link to the actual Krown paper, the white paper itself, on the website. So it'll be a top link, I believe. So that will change for you guys tomorrow, and you can read all through that too. And then product and service launches. One of our products, and Gareth is a big part of this with me as well, is it's called the Krown Agency. And the Krown Agency is going to be a comprehensive, a really robust services and product agency that offers post-quantum cryptography services, blockchain build-outs. It's going to do everything, software build-outs, everything you can imagine within the crypto and blockchain space. We're going to be a part of that. The Krown Agency will handle that. So if a company wants to upgrade or wants to create a blockchain, a private blockchain for themselves, the Krown Agency will facilitate that and offer those services. If it's someone who wants to start a project or a coin or a project coin, whatever, a token, we can help with that. If it's they want a white paper written, I can help with that. So there's a lot of things that the Krown Agency will be able to do. And don't forget that every single product or every single ecosystem, platform or product or service gives back to the blockchain or gives back to the native coin itself to help increase that price and hold that floor. So part of those profits from the Krown Agency will go into the blockchain, just as every single product feeds it. I always tell people, they ask me, how can you explain Krown to me? And I say, well, imagine the blockchain itself, the Krown chain, as the human body, and the ecosystem products are the organs of that body. Each one of those products, each one of those ecosystem pieces or platforms serve the greater good or the greater chain, right? Serves the chain and the native coin back into it. We give a lot of those profits back into it to increase the value for you holders and to incentivize you guys to hold. And, we also want you to make profits as well, but we really want Krown to be successful. And we thought the only way to do that was really to give back to itself and, put our money where our mouth is and make, every single piece give back. So that's what we're doing with that. The agency will do that. And Gareth and I will be working hand in hand on building this out, because we're going to have a ton of clientele come through, especially with the EIE partnership with Brian Esposito's company. That's going to be a monster. The Krown Agency is going to be huge and very successful, I think. So moving on, I wanted to let you guys know there's something I've been working on in the background, and that is the opening of the Krown store. That is going to be everything Krown that you can imagine. It's going to be all types of merch. It's going to be all types of really cool pieces, very unique items specific to Krown. And a part of those profits from that go right back into Krown Coin as well. So I'm working on the Krown store. And then also with regard to design and production of the Krown status coins. Once you reach a certain status, let's say you reach Marquis or Prince, or, I know, Serge, I know you really want Prince of Wales, and you may have that one day. But those coins will each be available to you. They will unlock for you, and you can have them. You can order those if you want to have that as your status coins moving forward. And those coins, eventually, I'm going to give you a little tease here, but if you do get your coin, their status coin, they play I don't know how to put this, they play a really important role in events that happen at Krown, whether it's the Camelot Gala, the Krown Conference every year, the King's Round Table. Take them everywhere you go, to any Krown event or to any type of conference. Let's say you're going to a Bitcoin conference, something like that. You take those coins with you, your status coin with you. I can tell you that those coins, when they meet up with other coins, it's going to be a really cool experience there. So, all right, event announcements. Okay, Kelly, so we have a special events team. My wife, Kelly, she's working on that with Dessa as well as Debbie. And the three ladies are working on the special events such as the Camelot Gala, the King's Roundtable, and the Krown Conference. It is no small undertaking, I can assure you. They are going through and looking for venues right now. They have several states in mind. I know Nevada is one, specifically Las Vegas. New York was another one. Florida was another state, and Texas. So those are the contending states right now for these events. And I'll give you guys updates as as it goes along, and we'll make announcements as well on where they'll be, the dates they'll be, and all of that. And also we're working on right now. Kelly's been working on the awards show. So there's going to be plenty of there's probably going to be, I believe, 12 or 15 awards that'll be handed out every year at the Camelot Gala. It's part of the gala. And that show will be things from whoever had the most referrals, whoever was the top bag holder, whoever was the most helpful in the community. All these different types of awards will be handed out at the show. So you guys, everything you do, it doesn't go unnoticed. We noticed everything. So trust me. I mean, I know I've been a little silent lately. It's just because I've been so busy, and the team has too, but we see it all. So just keep up everything you're doing. Don't forget to share Krown with everybody you know and don't know. All right, so I am going to start now the Q&A session for you guys. If you have any questions, go ahead and shoot. I believe the team is still here, so we should be able to answer. Have any questions? Paul, go ahead, man.
Hey, congrats on the developments, and it's so exciting to be a part of this, and the new website looks fantastic. So, hey, I want to make it clear that I am definitely long, 2, 3, whatever years, but just curious how this will work in the future. My coins, would I then be, when I wanted to exit or a part of it to exit, would I then transfer them to like a Coinbase and then sell them? Like, how will all this work to be able to, let's say, crystallize some of the profits?
Think bigger. You got to think bigger, because I'm going to tell you, Krown is like, and Rami can, he can attest to this. Imagine Solana or Ethereum on steroids. Is that right, Rami?
Exactly.
I was trying to think about. You're going to be able to, Rami, if you want to run through this. This is actually your forte, man. I mean, I'm in it too. But
Thanks.
Yeah. So can you ask the question again? Sorry.
He was asking about. Okay, Peter. I'm sorry, Paul. Go ahead.
Yeah, it was just at some point in time, if I wanted to crystallize some of the coins I have into, dollars, or convert it over to Bitcoin, or
Right.
anything like that. So what would the process be? How does that look like? And what would I use? Coinbase, etc.
Yeah, so Krown will have its own Krown swap, kind of like Uniswap or like a Coinbase, where you can essentially convert your Krown tokens to Ethereum, Bitcoin, XRP, whatever coins we have available that are pegged to Krown essentially in the beginning. And most likely Bitcoin and Ethereum will be there at the start. And then eventually there'll be partnerships with Coinbase, where Coinbase will have the Krown blockchain on their platform, where you can sell on there too, or buy, vice versa. So
yeah. Just imagine Coinbase, but it's Krown. Krown will have everything that you need to meet your investment needs, whatever it is. If you want to purchase, if you want to swap, if you want to exit, whatever you want to do, you're going to be able to do it. We have the exchange, we have the swap, we have the wallets, we have the blockchain, we have the native coin, we have all the ecosystem products. Whatever you want to do, you're going to be able to do it. Just like I said, imagine Solana, or imagine Ethereum with Solana's speed, with a security that you've never known before. I think that makes sense.
That's awesome.
Exactly.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Ed Greenwich. Let's see if he's there. Ed, you had a question? Okay, Sergio.
Yeah, sorry. I saw that heat map on the marketing side, and I know you mentioned a while ago that you wanted to make that a public thing. Is that still?
Yeah. So that heat map, Peter, you're still with us, I believe.
Yeah, I'm here.
That heat map is actually a heat map that is related to our marketing department. That's used for, I think, genesis of people's connection to Krown. So where, when they go and they see Krown for the first time, or where they were at, right? Is that right, Peter?
Yep, basically.
Okay. What I'm talking about, those of you who are new, is what I'm creating is a a 3D world. Imagine a world you could kind of turn with your mouse, and what you will be able to see on the QR code scans and the mobile phone scans, right? Is you're going to be able to see where these are happening, we're going to be able to have hot spots around the world where people are meeting up and they're telling about Krown, and you're going to be able to see Krown really kind of spread like a virus, if you will, and you'll be able to see those hot spots around the world. So maybe in the US, you've got something along the eastern seaboard or in New York, and it starts to spread, and you're able to watch that spider effect, that web continue to grow in different countries. And then we're going to use that data and to really help make us more efficient in our marketing too. And we're able to see where people are at, right? So when we know where our people are, we can help. It helps us navigate, strategically position our marketing, right, Peter?
Yep, exactly. All with the goal of increasing the return on ad spend.
All right. All right, Ed, you said, I believe Ed has a microphone issue, but let me see if I can. Okay, Ed, go ahead. I think he said he had it. He said got it working. All right, let's see. Okay, guys, okay, Ed, go ahead. Okay. All right, guys, any other questions tonight for us? Because those are the updates that we have for you guys. We're going to have a lot more for you on the next KrownMEET. I'm going to try to do these twice a month to give you, well, John, okay, to give you guys an update more periodically. And then I'll try to do some more roundtables too, because I do every day. My project manager, Iffy, she's amazing. She's wonderful at what she does. Thank you, Iffy, if you're listening. She provides me with an update of what we got going on and where we are with regard to our progress and our goals, right? And so we just have a great team working on this, and they're very dedicated to what they do. They're with you guys all the time. You know them, you see us all the time. So I just want to thank the entire team. So John Bullock, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm excited about everything that you guys have presented. It looks good. I have a question about marketing.
Yeah.
About when do you intend to like do commercials or present it to the public?
You broke up, John. Say again.
So when do you guys intend to do more marketing, like commercials or ads or spots on television to present the exchange?
Great question. I'm going to hand this off to you, Peter, in just a second.
Sure.
So with regard to marketing, we were really kind of handicapped in the beginning because we didn't have the CMS system that we have now, which is amazing. And then we didn't have the website the way I wanted it to be. And when you don't have those two, you really kind of hobble yourself on that. So now that we have those two and they're succinct and they're really working together and we can see the data and it's coming in, that's going to give Peter the ammo he needs to fire off where he wants to. Peter, go ahead, take it away.
Yeah, by all means. And, it has really been the crucial step in the chain, getting a website we can all really be proud of and put our shoulders behind. So from May, June, we're going to see a ramp up of activity across email, social channels, display advertising, wherever we can at the right price. Conduct a test and grow strategy approach to media buying. We're not just going to splash it willy-nilly. It's all got to form part of the test and grow test sales, so we know which of those partnerships are actually returning visits to us, and not just visits, but also visits who engage, purchase, invest, really get into the ecosystem. So yeah, that's the time scale, ramping up in the next month or two. Really now, because we've got that confidence of having a really good conversion point at the bottom of the funnel, in the shape of the new website. Yep. So keep an eye out.
Yeah. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, John. All right, Ed, let's try one more time. Ed, you there?
Maybe type your question in the chat, Ed.
There's Ed. Oh, well, yeah, if you want, Ed, you can type a question in the chat. I'm going to move on. Jason Romaine.
Yeah, perhaps this has already been covered, so the question may be a little redundant, but it's regarding my coin count and rank. Just not sure if I should create a ticket or leave it alone right now. My rank's low and my coin count is too high.
Yes, we did go over that. And Gareth, if you're here, I think you can touch on that.
Yeah, so I think the best thing there is just to log a ticket so we can check out your instance. It might be caching or something like that. But if you just send it to us on a ticket, we would be happy to look at it and make sure that we rectified. We are doing a little bit of testing on the fixes we put through today, so this might be part of that process.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, like I said, rank too low, but coins too high. Got to be honest there.
Thanks, man.
Sure,
Appreciate it,
sure. Yeah.
Too many coins.
Thanks.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you. I've had a lot of people that wrote me and said that. Said, James, man, I've got too many coins. I'm just like, man, thank you so much. But all right, Ed Greenidge, we're gonna try one more time. Ed, are you there? Try one more time for Ed. See if he asked the question.
You can read his question from Telegram if you like.
Yeah, yep. Let's see, the coin value at launch, at what rate is being calculated? Okay, Mo wants to know the coin value at launch, what rate is being calculated. Okay, so launch is going to be whatever the batch it's in. So if it's at 716, if it's 8.5, depending upon, and as we move closer to that blockchain launch, you're going to get, and as we start doing more marketing, you should see a lot more activity coming through, especially as we ramp up here. So again, with the CMS system and the website in place and the tweaks happening daily now, I think, Peter, you can also vouch for this, is that we should start seeing more traffic moving through. So I don't know exactly what that that coin price will be at launch, but whatever it is, that's what it will be. Kirk, he said, being able to put our QR codes on merch from the store would be cool. So that's to me, so he could use it cost. Yeah, for sure. So part of that design, part of the merch that I have is going to have a QR code. It's going to be on the sleeve, and then I'm thinking about kind of incorporating it in some other pieces as well. So I'm going to have QR codes everywhere because I want to see. I'm like nerding out on the heat map, the world heat map and stuff, where I can see where you guys are scanning these QR codes. That's where I want to see, man. If I see it's on college campuses, things like that, then we know kind of what to do. Well, Peter knows what to do, so, and I'm sure he'll act on that. So, question from Ed. Okay, with the Krown mainnet, will the coin be able to be seen in an old generation wallet like Trust Wallet? Will the coin be able to be seen? Oh, yeah. Okay, so Rami, I don't know, Rami, are you here? Still here?
Yeah, I had to rejoin. It kicked me out.
No problem.
What was the question?
So Ed has a question. Well, it disappeared. Okay, it says with the Krown mainnet, will the coin be able to be seen in an old generation wallet like Trust Wallet? Yes.
Yes, you will be. Not right away, but yes, because you need to integrate the blockchain with Trust Wallet. But it's a very easy process. Same thing with MetaMask and any other wallet. So.
Yeah. Sergio, you asked personalized merch. Yes, that is on the bill. That is actually part of it. Traditional seed phrase that current wallets. Also, will it use the traditional seed phrase that current wallets use? Okay, so so we're talking about Castle at this point. Okay, so Castle, the quantum hot wallet, it's going to have post-quantum cryptography built into it, and it's going to be a proprietary way that we do it. So I can't really, I can't go into it. Just like Rami couldn't go into details, I can't really go into details about Castle yet until the patent's done. But it will have a certain way that it's done. We'll just have to. That's all I can say right now on that. And then Sergio, like your own QR code, yes. Yep. And in fact, you are the walking shiller. So if you put you have your QR code, you can download your QR. All right, I'll tell you. You can download your QR code off your Krown Hub. You can upload it to Krown Store, and you can put it on your own merch. There you go. So anyway, and then okay, so that's it. Sergio, I know you're probably going to be the top customer on Krown Store. Okay, guys. Anything else? Any other questions? Anything else? We went over a lot today, guys. Okay. All right. Well, guys, stay with us for the updates. And I wanted to let you guys know that effective 8 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight, you will have a 72-hour bonus. So there you go. There's your notification. You got 49 minutes to get ready for it. It's going to be a nice one. Don't miss it. 72 hours. You got 3 days, guys. So bonus coming in, incoming. I'll let you know. I'll send it out to you in the group, and it will be active. And I think Gareth, I can go into my admin dashboard, and for the very first time, I can create a bonus code and then tell everyone what it is, and it will work instantly. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We really appreciate you. We appreciate the support. You guys are probably some of the most understanding people ever. You're very smart investors because you got in when you did. And if you know anyone, if you have any friends, family, coworkers, even a stranger, I've had some people say, this guy told me about you. And so let them know about Krown. It pays off for you. We incentivize you to do that. Don't forget the referrals too. Those have been fixed as well, Gareth. I know that the team went through all of that as well. So, and we are working on any of the old referrals for you too. So we'll get those updated. And coming on the 22nd is another big push. There will be a lot of changes, or a lot of updates, I should say, and new things happening there for you as well. So thank you guys again for joining me. And I have to ask, what's in your bag? I'm James, and I'm out.